Casey, and we're back for another exciting 10 things. I'm chilling with my homegirl.
Nia, what's up? It's another Wednesday. We're here in the building.
Yes.
And we're going to get into some tea and some things tonight, guys. Okay?
Girl.
So,
there's a lot going on.
A lot. Way too much. What is happening for 2024? Well, I'm going to tell y'all something good that's happening before we get all the way into it.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
So good. The good first. Okay. Good, bad, and the ugly of 2024. What
All
we got?
right. So, all right. Well, the good. And, of course, some shade is going to be mixed in here, and I'm going to go through that with you guys.
Oh, my God.
But congrats to Usher, man. Rolling Stone magazine, I think they're a big influence, and I'm going to tell y'all what Young Jock had to say about it, okay?
Okay, oh,
But
Lord.
anyway, Rolling Stone magazine, they've voted Confessions Part 2 the number one R&B song for the century.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, that was my jam, though. That was a good song.
These are my confessions.
Just when I thought I said all I can say, my chick on the side said she got one on the way.
My confessions. Usher, we got you on that backup. We got you on that backup.
Let us know what we need to be
Now,
in Vegas.
I don't know if I could work that pole like the women did in Vegas, but I could do a little snake and
Right. We got you on the snake.
all of that. But
You
anyway,
snake girl, we got
so,
you.
oh Lord, so radio host here, Young Jock, rapper, radio host, you guys probably know him. He came on his morning show and said Usher's his boy. And he think Confessions
Lord, what
Part 2
happened?
was a great song, but he don't see where it could be number one. There's so many more number ones. And you guys, this was number 1 in 100 for the century. I mean, I think that's freaking amazing. And so Jock and his co-host, they kind of went back and forth about it. And then Jock chopped it up to, well, Rolling Stone is a white magazine. Rolling Stone, they know music.
They do.
And their rank is high.
I feel like
Their rank is high. I mean, you can't.
I feel like Jock was really hating. I feel like he was being a true hater. Homeboy
Maybe.
or not. Listen, homeboy or not, you can still hate.
Yeah, for sure. People hate on their bestie all the time.
Girl, listen.
But I think it's well deserved. It was a great song. I don't know.
Thank you, Jermaine Dupri. He wrote that.
Thanks. Well, Usher did shout out B. Cox and his
Piano.
not his piano and his
Look at his piano.
and his Instagram
Okay.
Instagram. So
Yeah.
B. Cox had something to do with that song as well.
As the producer.
As a producer, okay,
Yep.
yeah, because he did shout him out,
And he
Usher was
probably- and he
he
probably
was
did something.
excited about it. I mean, that is really exciting to take a high, powerful music magazine like that and
Yeah, of
label
course.
you as number 1
Yeah.
song of the century of 100.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, even if it was number 99, it would still be. I mean, that's still a big deal.
Yeah.
But 1 is like, whoa.
I'm gonna have to go look through the list because now I'm curious to see where does Young Jock fall on the list.
Well, he ain't on the damn list. What was his little song he made? You didn't play it on the radio all the time.
Meet me in the trap.
Yeah,
it's
that
going
didn't make. I
down.
don't know if that made the list. Let me not say that didn't make the list. I don't know. It might have made the list, but I doubt it. Okay,
But
so
we
we
don't
talking
know.
about in a century, in this 21st century.
Okay. What else we got going on, sis?
So, you guys, don't be mad. We still can have that girls' night, but I had to go see The Color Purple. I had to see it for my craft, you know?
She saw it without me, guys.
She was putting her own Color Purple together. And it was just kind of like a cold day, and I was just kind of like,
So,
We can
what
go see
were
it.
your reviews?
Okay, my reviews is it definitely was standing ovation. I thought it was great.
How was the singing?
The singing was good. I thought it was really good.
That's what
I
I'm
thought
talking about.
Taraji did a really, really
Good job.
Good job.
Okay.
I thought she did a phenomenal job. Even her singing was. I mean, she wasn't Fantasia. I mean,
Well, of course.
but she,
Of course,
you
of
know,
course.
she made it through the movie. It was really good.
Okay, so I guess I'll just go by my lonesome. Me and
so
my popcorn.
we know they've been out just a little bit over 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And that's making a little over as in this week. And they've racked in about 35 million. I'm sorry, I'm lying. 55 million.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're racking in the money. And that's with dropping on Christmas. So, yeah.
Nice.
Big accomplishment to them. And it wasn't boring. It was very well put together. I didn't find any scenes, nothing I wanted to walk out on. I don't know what the hell Boosie was on, Lord, but y'all know he'd be on 100.
So we got our opinion from our resident movie buff. So
Yes.
Once
And
I
I'm a
finally
movie
get a chance to
person.
go see it, I'll let y'all know what I think.
And I think it was definitely one of those things, too, where I wanted to... I'm glad I waited. That's number one, because I don't like a packed theater.
Right.
I don't like a really crowded theater. I like it to be kind of light, you know.
You know, maybe I can go to the Studio Grill.
Yeah. And I had my popcorn, and it wasn't crowded.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's worth.
And it was worth seeing it on the big screen, for sure.
Okay, so I guess I will not wait until it comes on TV.
But what was interesting is that, well, I knew I wasn't going to make it through 2 movies, but I was considering, I was like, well, should I see Beyonce or should I see Color Purple? You know, it's cold. I can't be outside. I just want to, you know, maybe go relax and see a movie. But Beyonce was gone. Now, I don't know if she's gone from theaters.
Just gone from that theater.
She may have just been gone from that theater.
Okay, well, you know, a lot of times they go ahead and make that thing move to TV, so.
Yeah, I know. And I guess movies don't stay in the movies as long as they
No,
used
they
to
don't. They don't.
before, right? Because the next thing you know, they be for rent, $19.99.
They do.
Then we gotta wait again because we gotta wait for it to drop down. I haven't seen Barbie yet, but
Oh, it's free now, so you can.
oh, okay,
you can see it.
Barbie, I'll watch your ass tomorrow.
Right.
Tomorrow, and so moving on, guys. Lord. Okay. So our boy Cat Williams. Love him. Love him.
his lies and truths all at the same time. What you got for me?
Well, here's the thing. Cat went off. He fired some guns. I mean, he was shooting.
Right.
And aiming.
But a lot of people coming back and they saying what's true and what's not.
Yeah, well, for sure. I do appreciate the fact that he got on a show. He told his truths.
His truth, according to Cat Williams.
Well, a lot of people backed it up, including Ice Cube, and I'm going to get into that in a second.
Now, I didn't hear what Ice Cube had to say, but I did hear what Ricky Smiley had to say.
I didn't hear what Ricky had to say.
I did hear what Ricky Smiley had to say.
But, so... And I don't know why we going to wait a Friday after next, but I understand it was a big deal. It was like a big breakthrough for a lot of comedians.
Yeah.
Cat included.
Right.
And Ice Cube gave him his props. Ice Cube say Cat did help, work on his script.
Yeah.
Perfected it, and he stole the show. He did.
So, Ricky Smiley said about the same situation that they both went in for the interview. Cat's performance was better. He got the role.
Okay.
And he said the thing is, he was like, he got the role, and then they changed the role to fit whatever it was that Cat was doing with the role in his audition. And then he said, so then Ice Cube came back and said, I still want you in the film, and this is the role I want you to play. So it wasn't about, oh, they gave Ricky Smiley the role and then they turned around and gave it to Cat Williams. It was never that. He had a better audition. And
Okay.
And he said it. He was like, he had a better audition. That part was made for him. He was like, I could not have played the role any better than he did. No one is taking that away from him. But for him to go on and say, hey, I had the role and then they just gave it to you, that didn't happen. It didn't happen like that.
Well, I'm going to have to go watch Ricky's interview. Okay?
Yeah.
Because according to Kat, they went on there telling lies, and more lies.
Oh, my God.
That was in the hot seat to tell the truth. Okay? But, so a lot of comedians have came out, and rappers, even Boosie Badass, they came out and said that, Kat showed them mad love and never, wanted a big scene about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Boosie said when he was released from jail, he had nothing. And Kat invited him out to one of his shows, put him in the front row. Boosie said when he was leaving in his car, Kat threw him,
a couple $.
some stuff wrapped up in a towel. He thought it was some weed. He was like, oh, he looking out. He throwing me some weed. And it was $15,000. Yeah. Like, so, and then other comedians came on and backed up different stories like that. Okay. So
this is the thing. Like, with Cat Williams, okay, so this is how I personally feel, is that I like him. I think he's funny. I think that he gets the party started. I think that he understands the shock factor. You know what I'm saying? So I applaud what he has done, but just like with anything that's salacious, things at times can get blown out of proportion. So, for instance, if I say, oh, I had to walk a long way when I first told the story, then the second time I told the story, I had to walk 30 miles to get there. You know what I'm saying? So, do I think that some things may have been embellished for the shock factor? Possibly.
Right.
But I think that he did tell a lot of truth.
I think he told a lot of truths in that.
Yeah.
And was not afraid to do it. Pissed a lot of people off. Do I believe the stuff about Ludacris? No. I know Luda's not, and Luda made a little diss track and kept it classy, kept it Luda, but I know Luda personally, and I know he's not
a part of the Illuminati.
So I don't know, about
all of that,
the Illuminati party and all that, and the sideburns and all
of that. We don't know nothing about that.
But I love Cat Williams. I do applaud him for standing up for himself, being able to tell the truth.
But what I don't understand is, what was he standing up for? Like, was somebody coming for him?
Well, apparently, the other comics did. I mean, I personally haven't watched their interviews on Shay Shay, Club Shay Shay.
Oh, so all of the interviews were on Shannon Sharp's show?
According to Kat.
Oh, okay.
So
well, we gonna have to do
some homework to do.
Homework and research.
But one of the things that really, listening to Ice Cube, because I love him, and I think he's so smart. He's just a great guy. He talked about how, he has always tried to put comedians on, different people on with his movies, and having these movie deals. And one of the things he said is that not one person has ever called him and asked him to be in their movie, now that all these other people get movie deals. That was interesting. And I don't know who that shot was fired at, but I could probably guess.
Interesting. Well, moving on.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen, and another thing too, you guys, this thing is, they put, don't get me wrong, Club Shay Shay, I was looking at his reviews and looking at his views and all, he normally does about 1 million. Not bad. But he's over 35 million right now in
Look,
less than a week.
So thank you, Kat.
In less than a week with this shit.
You can come on.
Yeah, you can come on 10 things and tell your truth. Tell your truth. I'm gonna back your shit up.
All the way, 100%. Thank you.
This is a seed of truth for you here, Kat.
Please and thank you.
For sure. But moving on, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get into our topic of the day, and Shantae gonna bring us in.
So, guys, in this 2024 year, we are just hoping that people can be their most authentic self, right? We do not want to go into this year seeking validation.
Lord.
So, we kind of talked about this, some time ago, but I think that we didn't really touch on it the way that we wanted to touch on it. You know how we put our spin on it, right? So, in talking about, just looking at social media, people clicking for the likes and all of this other kind of stuff, like that is the ultimate form of validation.
Mm-hmm.
Right? How many times, and I'm even guilty of this, how many times you put something on social media and then like an hour later you be like, let me see how many likes I got. 5? Damn!
I don't go on that much, but when I do, like if I look really cute or something, I'm like, oh,
I only got 5 likes.
let me see what kind of likes I got.
So we gotta stop with this, you know what I'm saying? Like, the thing is, all of these different mechanisms to validate, there's so many ways that you can do it. Like, I know some people, they may tell their story over and over and over again. And if they're not getting the right reaction from you, they're gonna tell that story over and over again. That's a form of validation.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I think when women like dress very provocatively, I feel like they're looking for some type of validation. Like, they don't want the men to talk to them. They don't want the men to touch them, but secretly that's what you really want.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I do, because I'm like, why are you wearing a bikini in the cold winter? And you taking a picture and putting it online and then mad when don't nobody like it. There's actually this girl that I follow, right? And she has a nice body. She's a very pretty girl. And she's always putting these pictures, provocative pictures of herself up there. But she always only gets like 22, 23, 24 likes. And I always be like, dang, I wonder if she feels some kind of way.
She doing it for the gram.
She doing it for the gram.
But no, I mean, I think I hate when, so back to talking about Kat, right? Like, a lot of people said Kat did stuff for them and it was just unnoticed. Like, I mean, not unnoticed, but like,
it wasn't publicized.
He didn't have to say, oh, I gave Boosie Badass 15 grand because he just got out of jail and da 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 da. Like, we would never know if Boosie didn't say it, if he didn't tell us. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's when, to me, that's when you do stuff out the kindness of your heart. When I do something for someone, I don't need to be validated for it. I just did it, like.
Right.
And I do. I'm a smaller version of Kat, okay? Because I don't have Kat money, but I do a lot for people. I do a lot for people.
Yeah.
So
enough to not go unnoticed.
A lot. Like a lot.
It's like when you roll it back in your head. But I think that this validation, it really stems from, and I really don't understand, because back in the day when we didn't have things like social media, we didn't have cell phones and group chats, we didn't have, your Facebooks, we didn't have a way to really prove that you were doing these things, or that, you had this, or, somebody needs to praise you. I just wonder to myself, what's changed? What's changed in these people?
I don't know.
Do you think it has to do with, like, reality TV, and they see all this stuff on TV, and I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. Why is the validation? It seems like, or at least it feels like to me, that it's way more than what it used to be.
Well, it's for sure way more than ever what it used to be. Like, yeah. And I don't know.
Because back in the day, only one person had a nice car. Everybody else was driving a hoopty. How is it that everybody got a Beamer,
oh my God,
a Lexus,
well, you know what?
a Lamborghini, a Porsche?
I sometimes when I go, when I travel a lot, right? Sometimes when I go to other cities and I might be at a smaller, in the city, not so much in the burbs or whatever, you know, whatever. When I come back to Atlanta, I'm like, everybody in Atlanta drives a freaking nice ass car.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly, Shantae and I kind of live in the same area, which is a suburb.
Yeah, a suburb of Atlanta.
Don't ever see a hoopty.
Never. Never. Like,
I never see like Day-Day's car bouncing and smoking and shit.
Like never.
Like
I don't get it.
and it's so funny because my cousin and I, we were going out to eat in Buckhead.
Yeah.
And I was like trying to do a little illegal whoop whoop in the middle of the street to turn around. And I said, oh shit, girl, I'm blocking the Lambo. And then she said, girl, shit, we blocking too. Both black people driving them.
You know, and I just don't understand this need for people to wear their money.
Well, I do. Because for some people, they're not really wearing their money.
I mean, I don't feel like you do. I feel like you do things tastefully.
Right, but I'm saying for some people, they're not really wearing their money. Like, I mean, I feel like you work hard. It's not about impressing anybody. You should have stuff you enjoy and like and have the fruits of your labor. Like, you should.
I agree with that, but some people are just flexing. Let me tell you a story real quickly as we come to the 22
and
hour.
Some people are flexing, but there's certain things that you can't flex with. There are certain things.
Like what? Like what?
And unless you're in a rental Lambo, okay, you like for real, you can't.
But you know, people be renting that crap for the weekend.
And I said unless you're in a rental. Right, yeah. Exotic
you
cars.
know?
You can rent it for the weekend, but I'm saying if it's your car, like, it's kind of hard to, like, flex in, like, a $300,000 thing and have your house and this and that if the car's not being taken and all that. It's kind, I mean, because it's real bills, real money coming through, not no fucking $1,000 bullshit. For sure.
Do you know some people here in Atlanta will rent a Lambo for the weekend?
Yeah, and people do it in Miami and all over. I rented one.
And drive to the club to have the Lambo parked at the front so that they can go in the club and then come out and get in the Lambo.
Let me clear that up a little bit. Because Atlanta is a little...
extra.
Shifty, okay?
Extra.
So, I don't have a Lambo, y'all. But I do have an exotic. And when I take that out on the weekend, I'm always parked in the front. My regular truck, you know, it's an Infiniti. It's just a nice truck. It's never parked in the front.
That part.
So sometimes that's not them, you know, saying park me in the front. Atlanta does that. I mean, I think a lot of cities do though. Like, you know, like I know they flex hard in Miami. You know, I rented a Lambo in Miami. I'm like, fuck it, I'm in Miami. It's beautiful. The beach beautiful. I look good. I want to fucking do it, and I want to drive down fucking Sunset and look like a Miami person.
And look like and live the life.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, I ain't mad at folks who do that. I just think that...
I mean, I'm not running around saying it's mine. I mean, I'm going to return it.
Right. It's like, oh, I rented this little puppy for the weekend.
Yeah.
I think I get irritated when I see all these people online and I know their situations, but it looks like they live in the high life. I think that makes me mad.
Yeah, well, I know a lot of people's situation, and
Yeah. So that's what makes me mad about this whole flexing thing. But we gonna get into our 5-minute topic.
okay.
And I got one. So, it is the new year. One thing that I always tell people, because we're always trying to save money on this show, one thing I try to tell people is check your bill. Check all of your utilities, check all of the different streaming services and all of this and that you have. Make sure you're not being overcharged. Okay? If you got an insurance plan, shop around. See if you really have the best deal.
Okay.
Because every single year, your premium is going to change. Whether you're a good driver, bad driver, whatever. You could be a pristine driver, but your insurance is still constantly going up because you just been with the same company forever. And you might do another search and find out you paying way more than you got to. So, for me, I always tell people, check your bills at the beginning of the year. Like, make it a practice. Make it a habit. Okay, at the beginning of the year, here are the different things that I got to do to get myself on the right path going forward. One of those things should be checking your bills to make sure that you are getting the very, very best deal that you could possibly get. Even if that means changing a provider.
Boom. Mic drop.
Mic drop.
Yeah, and sometimes changing a provider, sometimes they want to give you like an incentive to come. Like, I think Comcast is trying to offer me like $200 to come, and they're gonna lower my bill. So I'm glad Shantae said that, because I keep saying I need to call and see what this is all about.
Yeah.
I need to call and see what this is all about.
Yeah, because I have Allstate right now, and my bill went up, and I called Progressive, and the bill was half. And I'm like, I might need to change, but I got to see how that works with my homeowner's insurance. So I'll keep y'all posted.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes the change is good. Like, you know, I know some people that feel committed to who they're with, but who you're with is not committed to you. So
no.
You always got to do what's best for you and yours.
And that is a fact, Jack.
And if that means saving money, I'm in.
So that's our time, guys. We love you guys. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, or you just simply have a topic that you need for us to discuss, you can hit us up at tnthangz, that's THANGZ, @gmail.com, and we always love to hear from you.
All right, peace.